Hello and welcome back to Plan B Terraform. In the last episode, we actually reached Plan B. That is, we started terraforming, at least a little. We have increased the temperature by, I can't remember now, a couple of degrees at least. I can't remember exactly what we were at before. But we're doing that by spewing sulfur hexafluoride into the atmosphere to increase the greenhouse gases. So we'll see how that works out long term, because I know that that's not that great. It's not that great, but at least it works for now. But I was zoomed out when I wanted to start the episode, and I saw that you can see not only all the trucks that are cruising along on the roads, but also the train. You can see here cruising along. It just reached the station at that end now, and it's on its way back. And you can also even mouse over the station there and see the route, which is kind of a neat thing. We need to assign the routes for these. And I also was thinking about this some more, because I'm still not entirely sure this is what I want, and I don't think it's what I want, actually. So I think what I should do here is something slightly different, and that is to move these two stations down so that they're away from this return path a little bit, or to this main line, I guess, just a little bit. And I was even thinking about making a double line, but I don't know that that's great either. In fact, what I thought about doing was actually taking like the station for this up and off of this main line. So we could do that, I suppose. Yeah, let's do that. Let's wait for this train to get here. I'm going to speed the game up so it gets here faster. And then we can just delete that train on that route. And see, it's not full. It's only got 4. So I don't think we're producing enough. So we may need to look at that again as well. But let's go ahead and delete this route. And then we can also delete this bit here. When these trucks come back in to get their stuff, or this truck rather, I think it's just one, we can make the changes here, but I want to put this back in as a through line here, and I can delete this one too because we haven't said anything with it at all yet, and make that the through line as well. And I think I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to delete some of this too. Yeah, I think I'll do it that way. And then I'm going to take this way, and then out like this. Maybe like that? Yes, exactly like that. And then we'll do another one over here for the aluminum. Maybe I can just do this sort of the right way. We just do it like that. Can I get this to work without too much shenanigans? Perhaps. Perhaps. How big did I make these in open spaces? 3 open spaces? 1, 2, 3. Okay. So come here and then go there. And there we go. I think that's good. And then we can put in the stations again. It's weird. 1 there, 1 here, and 1 here. And this one will be for the aluminum. So I think I will move that over here. Yeah, go over there, please. Thank you. And I'm gonna set this new one up, and it'll deliver to there because that's too far away. But I also want to make sure they get rid of this first. So let's see if we can get the trucks to take care of that. There we go. Oh, yeah, we're going to get rid of it all first. All right. Let's set the origin for this while the truck is taking this stuff. And we want aluminum bars, and there goes the train. So I want to see how this is loading. Is it just not loading fast enough? Correct. It is not. It's not loading fast enough. So we need to actually do a couple of things for this then. We want a Mark II. And maybe even another one, but I'll see what Mark II does first. Come all the way back over here, and this is empty now, so let's delete this one. And that's still within 2 tiles, so we're fine there, I believe. And that'll take care of that, and that's the route that it's taking, which is perfect. It's pulling off, going into its station, and then heading back that way. So let's do the same for this down here. Now, I'm going to consider this a spur, so I'm not going to change these stations around, but the main line will go like through here or something. Long term at least. And let's see, I have the route set up. Why are you not transporting yet? Oh, I did just alter the route though, didn't I? Change destination to be that one. Why is it not moving? Oh, they don't have anything to pick up, right? Let's set the destination for this one here. And then we need to actually bring the materials they need over here. So let's take, let's take a depot, Mark II here. We already have one there, but we need to be able to like chain these so that they go, let's see, this was mechanical parts. So put that one here. But that's going to be... Oops, I didn't clone it correctly, I guess. That's going to be... Oh, I didn't do the right depot. That's going to be too far away, so we actually have to put one here in the middle. Why is it not keeping... There we go. In order for them to kind of chain it across, and there you can see them loading it up now. Which is good, too, because I'll actually have 2 to deal with for that. And then we want to put steel here, and we're actually going to have to do... maybe I'll deal with this when I deal with that road. I'm going to have to put it here, I guess. And I think that's still too far, so I'm going to have to put one here. No, it's too far also. All right, I'm going to change these roads slightly then. Can I delete this without causing too much pain, anguish, and strife? They may still drive across there, I suppose, but it's fine. So we're just going to use that to chain this stuff over to that train station. And we'll they're going to have to, load it up. And this first train won't be very well loaded. But they do carry a lot. It looks like they're stacking them 3 high? Or 2 high. 2 high per car, times a crap ton of cars. This is an annual transport capacity of 69 and 69. And so then we can also now deactivate these. We need to put in some of these first. Let's do... this was steel bars, and then we have this one, which is mechanical parts. There you go. So it'll go once it has any, and once it's unloaded any. Yeah, that's really good. Okay, good. But it won't go if it can't load any, and presumably if it can't unload any. Let's chain these over here, because we're going to need the steel to be brought over to this manufacturing area. I'm not sure if we need it elsewhere or not. And then the mechanical parts need to come through up to here someplace, perhaps. I think we wanted them to go here, didn't we? So something like this. And this was for aluminum, but we can make changes. We can always make changes. Because the mechanical parts have to come up here, right? Here. Yes, right there. Okay, so let's take care of the truck routes now. This is mechanical parts. And that's the one that's going to here. So we have one of those to delete. And then we have this steel, which is the one that's going to here, which we're going to be changing up to be from here now. And so we'll have to do something different here with these, which we can easily handle. And then we'll have to move these as well once things clear out. But let's delete that route. So that takes care of 2 of the 6 or the 4 routes, or 3 routes rather, down here. Then we have another mechanical parts here that's going here for the stuff we're not using anymore. So we can definitely delete that. We could be using it again in the future, but for right now we're not. So let's take a short truck route from right here, set destination to there. Mechanical parts, please, and we'll clear this out because we don't need it. And then I'm also going to get rid of this one because it's got aluminum that we don't need here. And I want you to make a truck route to here. This is getting a little hairy, but it's fine. Aluminum there, please. While we're getting things to get going with the trucks and things here. Actually, I'm going to delete this route too for a moment because I'm going to clean this up too. So we can get the steel out of here as well as the aluminum. Because actually, with aluminum being here and mechanical parts being here, if we need to make whatever it was we were making here before, atmospheric extractors, we can just make those up here too. Because they'll be within range. So that'll be fine if we ever need them again. What are we making here? Trains, that's probably good. Greenhouse gas generators, we probably don't need so many of those. Wait, those are down here. 52, yeah, we can probably delete that. We'll leave the trains go, though, because I don't know how many trains we're going to need. A lot, hopefully. So I can leave this here. I want you to keep on trucking up there. Let's add a couple more trucks into this route just so we can get rid of this stuff. We have a lot of trucks. Holy crap, we have a lot of trucks. You know what? I'm going to stop the truck production for a little while, too. Because it's kind of a waste. Actually, what is the train production? Or train quantity here? I guess I have to click on this to find out, don't I? I have 22, so yeah, we'll keep the trains going for a little while longer. All right, good. They've almost finished this up. There they go. Delete that. And then we can... Oops, delete that too. Perfect. Delete that too. Great. And then we can start a new route for aluminum here. Aluminum. And you need not very many. Not the 90 that you could possibly make, because we're not really using that much of them. This needs mechanical parts, though. Yeah, mechanical parts is our big problem right now. I have steel. No, this is mechanical parts. Excuse me. This is mechanical parts. So we want to have another route from here to... Wait a minute. Oh, that one. Right. Let's add a couple more trucks under this. I don't care how many. Lots. Lots of trucks. And then we'll replace that with this one. That'll work. Polymers coming in here. You're trying to pick up what? Reinforced concrete. And we're not making enough of that because we aren't close enough with this. So let's delete... I'm going to delete this first. And that. And then I'm going to clone this to... here. I think we might need another steel train. And then I can move rails down here. Rails production down there. And then that should be okay. Let's see how much steel comes in the next train, and we'll decide from there. I should probably redo the whole steel plant at some point. Mechanical parts are done. Done. New route to here. Mechanical parts. And 24. Let's just do 2 trucks. That's fine. And let's do a second truck here, too. And maybe more. But at least 2. Train were you? Steel. Yeah, so you didn't bring much in, so we need to figure out what's going on down here. And down here could just be we need to redesign this iron plant down here. Yeah, because we have a bunch of steel here, as well as mechanical parts here that we're not getting anymore. We can also delete these roads. We don't need them anymore. So maybe we do a full redesign of this-ish. Or maybe we don't yet. And we just do something like this. And then we do something like this. Like do a mesh scenario here. And then maybe we can at least dry these up, and then we can clean this all up. I think that's maybe the best thing to do at this stage, because this is a mess from a combination of reasons, and there's no reason why I can't just do this and have the mining going on and have the factory not on top of the mine. So I think we should do a rebuild of that for that reason. Same thing goes for here, really. I should really have this factory, not that we're using this at all, but this collection not being done on top of the mine so much, and the same thing with this. Because, yeah. It's full, so we're fine, but later. Concrete, for sure, we should redo as well. It is all jammed up here. And that's because we're not really using a lot of concrete, because we really need to put a train in here, too. So maybe we spur we're not using a lot of it. That's the real problem. And that is because we're not making enough reinforced concrete. So let's come down here with one of these. That means that you need to also have... delete that one. Let's upgrade this to a Mark II. Concrete can then have maybe one... Is that close enough? That's not close enough. I guess it's got to go there. But we really need the steel, too. That's still too far from that concrete, though. I need to redo this too. Okay. Man. Definitely need a better factory design. So But that should help with the steel hull, at least, to be bringing in a bit more. I hope. There's still some stuck here. Oh, that's why, because these aren't Mark II. Oh, it deleted the whole thing. Oh. That's a bummer. Okay. Well, they're, I think, still too far away, so let's put another connector in there, and we'll get it all balanced out, and they'll eventually start pulling it when the trains get here to pull it. And I think that'll be better. Yeah, these are Mark 1s as well. They need to be upgraded eventually, but I don't want to delete all the stuff again. Okay, we're still working our way towards 1,000 people. For that, we need to probably work on supplies to the city, which is, right now, our shortfall is reinforced concrete. We need 71 of each thing, though. So that's a bit, which means we might actually want to redo this factory sooner rather than later. Let's keep bringing in the steel, but let's maybe cut off the concrete bringing in. Because we can only make 60 right now. So yeah, we need to do this. So let's delete this route. That's not the train that I wanted. It's the train that I got. Oh, these are double lines. They're already double lines. I don't need to make insane other rails. These are already double lines, bidirectional lines. Duh. Okay, never mind. Shut up, Wally. Do they always pull in to where this bit is at their head? Is that what they're doing? That looks like what they're doing. So if I put this down differently, no, it won't let me rotate it. It seems to auto-rotate based on some unknown, and I don't think I can auto-rotate it, so yeah. But we got a bit more steel that time, but still not a lot. But it's not, I don't think it's a train issue, I think it's a supply issue. There's just not a lot here. I guess I should have just put a Mark II like here to pull from those. Although this one should have been able to pull from them. Maybe I put this one down after? I don't remember. But yeah, this definitely needs a better design. So let's focus on this. Let's build a new concrete factory that can handle a little bit more production, and hopefully the steel will come in as part of that, and then we can deal with it. So let's not do that. Yeah, this is kind of in my way. I do want to run a spur line up this way toward concrete, so maybe we should do that even before the rest of this. And maybe it's not even totally a spur, but maybe it's, you know, a feed line for later too, like this. And then we can do the station over here. Excuse me again. Just go to there, I guess. Yeah, it's 3 spaces. That's the same size. And so then if I put a rail station in here, I cannot rotate these. Is there a way to even rotate? Let's check the options. Controls. I don't know. Doesn't appear to be. So, unless that was the... Yeah. So if I put this in, say, here, the train's going to come in this way. Which is not exactly what I want, but I don't know that I have any control over that. So then the train's going to come in this way. Interesting. At least I'm guessing that's the way that it works. I guess I'll put it there. That'll be fine. We're going to need another state. Ooh, that didn't work out right. Oh, that's a dip. Okay, never mind. It worked out fine. There's a dip in the ground there. It's not. I didn't screw up the grid. It's a dip in the ground. All right, that's mechanical parts again. Looks like we need another aluminum truck. You brought probably about 20. So still not great, but that's a production issue. And that means we have to figure out how we want to lay out this mine, and also where we're going to get more iron from when the time comes. Down here, I guess. Oof. When the time comes. And really, the issue here is going to be that we just don't have enough production for the supply, apparently. So maybe we could put one of these here. One of them here. I'm looking at distance to a Mark II. One of them here would work. That one's okay also, because there's input and output there. This one is okay from right there, so we can go right there. This one is okay also. Let's just fill this in and get some of this steel going. But I have Mark 1s over here, so I have to be careful with that. That one's too far. I'll delete this, though. Doesn't really help me much. This is a Mark 1 as well. Yeah. We have a lot of mechanical parts. Holy cow. Definitely downsize that production. Long term. So I'm thinking maybe a station in here to drop off concrete, which means that I want to change this all around, which is fine. Totally fine. Okay, we have emptied out most of all of this. You've still got some steel, but that's fine. Let's delete these before they get carried away again. Let's delete this as well, and I'll put the trucks back on it. But we're going to shorten it, I think. And let's delete these. And then this can come out here, there, here, and here. And then I'll put a station on that. Okay. And then you can be, let's just click that one. Origin, here. You know, it just goes whatever way it wants. Okay, never mind then. Concrete, please. And we need to have a Mark II here. Just too far away, so we'll put one there also. And that'll be good. And then that's going to bring down here, which I should have just cloned also, to a Mark II depot for concrete. We'll have a Mark II depot for reinforced concrete. And this might actually also need to be a train station eventually. But for right now, I think we'll just do this reinforced. Let's do a stop here. And then we need to bring steel into this area. Also concrete, 1, 2, maybe there. Steel here, here, concrete here, and then let's do some factories for reinforced concrete. That'll be good. This will be good. They won't be able to reach all the way to here, though. Yeah, crud. Oh no, those are fine. If I wanted to go any further away, though, I think everybody's able to unload there. So I've just made it, I just doubled my production, basically. Let's set this back up to here. Reinforced. And we needed a lot, 70 something, I think. Let's go with 80. Just because. Is that train coming? Yeah. So this might be where we need to have, like, another one of these here. To be loaded up and have multiple drones loading up trains like that. So we might actually want to have another concrete here. To unload that. Like, this one's got 2 that it can unload to. That might be the better way to do this. Here it comes now. There we go. And then the other ones can come and hop from there to their destinations. And I think that's better. It might even be worth it to have like all 3 of these spaces filled with unloaders, just so that they can unload faster. And yeah, we need more transport here. I mean, capacity is 117. We have a capacity of consuming 30 times 4, 120. So we're right about there. It's just a matter of can they get this train loaded up fast enough, which I think they will be able to now with the 2 of them, and especially if that third one that's nearby there can actually help. Which, is it? I don't think it is. It's not, but I think we'll be fine here anyway, because we have 4 bots that are doing the loading, and this one's kind of feeding more in already, and then these folks will help feed more in once the train leaves. And I think that's fine. I think that's good, in fact. Logistical optimization. So the next piece is going to be able to bring in resources here into town via train, because this is just not going to cut it long term here. With all these trucks. Just not going to do it. But we still need more steel. Still not doing well on steel. And that might be the same reason. It might be that we have not enough loaders here. Oh, we got our population up, though, at least. So we unlocked some new items. Metal waste, waste disposal, and recycle center. We don't know what metal waste does yet. We know about plastic waste eventually, but waste disposal is a building made of concrete, and the recycling center is a building made of concrete and high-tech parts. Let's take a look at that one first. So we have high-tech parts here to make whatever this is, but we don't have concrete coming over here, or these coming over here to where we have concrete. So we could set up another station here that was just trucking concrete over to this area to where we could set up these high-tech parts. I think that would be reasonable. Aluminum's still faltering, though. Are we having aluminum production issues here? It might be another loading issue. Let's do a couple things. Let's get rid of this. And we might need actually more production, too. Let's do that. No, that might be too far from the sources. It is. Delete. If I can delete some of these. Let's get some of this processed. And then we can kind of go from there. That might help getting some more production going. I don't know if we're going to really use much of these roads anymore. We may be able to get rid of most of them. And there they are, unloading a load of concrete. That should help those matters. Yeah, we're totally out of aluminum here. Never fails, or it never ends, I guess, is the word to use here. So we have concrete here. Can I get a truck station in close enough? Maybe right there, I guess. It's gonna make this a bit spaghetti-ish, but that's okay for now. Let's bring it up to here. And let's take this road like this. Go from here to here with concrete, and 14 should be plenty. Let's set up a assembly plant here to make recycle centers. And then the other one was, we're almost up to 10 degrees temperature raise too. Waste disposal, which was just concrete. I think I'm going to just make those up here at the concrete plant then. Because, yeah, why bother with anything else, I guess. Let's just go like over here maybe. And this will be waste disposal. And let's think about where we want to drop off items for, like, long-term here at town, because you can see the town's kind of starting to grow around the, ooh, and look at these new buildings and things. These are actually, like, buildings as opposed to, like, the outpost pod-looking thing that we had to start with. Interesting. Like, these are all still those outposty types of things, but this core part of town now is actually looking like a town. We're still well below freezing, but we're getting there. And we're going to get there anyway because we're spewing that sulfur hexafluoride out into the atmosphere. We could put another one of those, or 2 of those even, down to spew faster. Looks like we have plenty of capacity here, so let's just go ahead and do that. We'll see what the capacity looks like long term, but we can do that. You, I think, are just fine with 1. Oh, I didn't put down a depot. Doggone it. Right there. Bingo. There we go. Gotta have the depot for the bots. Reach a population of 200 in your second biggest city. So now we don't have any more stuff we can unlock. So we might have actually reached the end of sort of the new stuff, but there's a lot of optimization that we still can do in this episode and perhaps in another one. Why does that say only... Oh, in your second biggest city. Oh, we have to start a new city. Start a new new feed of materials in. Let's see. New Hong Kong's kind of out there. They don't have anything really close. New Baghdad's got aluminum way up here, but everything else is pretty close. Let's take a look at this supply center. And it's starting over from sort of the beginning, but we can start over from the beginning with all the not beating stuff. So we can bring in concrete here, and we can mine that from the sulfur mine down there, which means I should probably have put it elsewhere. But we can do this, and we can do rails, and we can do all the fancy things that we weren't able to do to start with over here. So if we wanted to do, I mean, I would kind of like to make this be a line here, maybe to connect these eventually. Where are we at relative to New Baghdad? Not there yet? No, we hit a rim. We're gonna have to go around that anyway. Then I guess I don't really care. Let's run. Let's see. Yeah, let's just run like we're running spurs here, and then if we connect the main line through, we connect the main line through. You're going down to that sulfur here. Maybe this will even be like a longer spur like that to connect other things in later. And then we can even make this kind of go through. We can loop here for station. Like this. And then maybe I move this instead over to, like, actually could go like right there. And we could put the station in like right here. Although we may want 2 of these, again, for the same reason as before. And then we can start mining concrete and shipping it up here. So, or mining sulfur to make concrete and then shipping it up here. So down here, we want to do... I think I still want to put a line of these like through the patch. We don't have to necessarily do every tile. We could do every other tile. But maybe we still want to do every tile anyway. We'll start there. This will be sulfur. And then we can do this. And the reason I'm thinking every tile is for capacity reasons. And then maybe it jumps up to whatever we're doing up here to make the stuff. Like that. And then we can put in the extractors here. And we can do a crap ton of extractors. Because we've got a crap ton of capacity for storage on these belts, or on these belts, yeah, on these depots. But we can also do a second row of extractors around this whole mess. Obviously on the nodes here. Don't want to put them down in dirt, or blank dirt, but so we have a lot of capacity for production here. And then they'll ship that stuff over there, and then we can put down factories kind of all around this. Ish. Let's do not reinforced. Just concrete, please. Concrete. Let's actually pretend this line goes all the way through, even though we want to mine that first. And then we're going to want to have not just a concrete depot here, but also a depot for, or sulfur rather, also a depot for the concrete. And so every sort of so often, every 2 tiles away like this, we want to put down more. And then we can do these on any empty tiles around those, like this, even up to 2 spaces away, like this. And we can we have a huge amount of capacity then. And then these can kind of just end at some point in this, and then into a loop for the train. Maybe we do it like this. 1, 2, 3. I should have gone that way. Oh, I fixed it. Okay, good. And then we can end this train here, and we can do this. Maybe we do something like that to make sure that we have 2 loaders here. And then we can come back up to this end of town. We have everything set. Yes. And we can set up a train to haul that stuff now. So go from here. Destination is here. And then we can do concrete hauling. And that should get us plenty of concrete, up to 119 a year in our demand for 10 right now. I'm going to put one here. Actually, maybe I'll put one here even. We'll see how this kind of works. Pushing, I mean, they're going to balance, but pushing everything down this way for more production. I probably built too many factories, but I can also put in a whole nother line of these. 1, 2 spaces, and then a line here to pick up even more and provide even more sulfur into the production. We can do the same up here. As long as I can make a cross-connect into this sulfur collection, which might mean that I have to, say, take out one of these factories, like maybe this one or something, to push this. Actually, that one's out of range of the supply. It won't work where it was. Yeah, that should be good though. But I can do, like, I can take this factory out and I can put a concrete, or a sulfur here rather, and then feed in the line that comes from this top area that way. As long as those are 2 spaces away, and these are all 2 spaces away, I think it's all good. Let's go ahead and finish this up too then, since we have the space here. Sorry, the depots there. Might as well. And then we could do that one later, I think, once we have some idea here. Here comes the train back after the first load was hauled. We can go see how big this town gets. I don't know which town it's measuring there, but it doesn't matter as long as we make one of them the right size. We might actually need a 3rd loader here, because we didn't have enough. We didn't have enough supply, but they did get loaded, so that's fine. You have. Okay, you're good. You're saying you're good. Oh, that's. Wait, why the heck is that? Oh, you took. Okay, this one took from there to take to there. Yeah. So we're good here. This is growing now. The city is growing. Let's kick the speed up so that we can grow a little bit faster. The population here is 4 now. Why does this only show? There it is. Now showing 4. Perfect. And then New Hong Kong, which is up here. Where's it at? There it is. It's still only at. Where are you at? There you are. The zoom is a little weird still. Is at 3 here. So that takes care of that. Why did this one go red? Is it because it's not getting enough? Oh, it needs new stuff. Confused as Wally. So at 1,000, it starts needing new stuff once it has a steady supply of concrete, which we don't really have yet. We need more production here. I think, no, we need more steel. Still need more steel. Why in the heck? Do I need to put a second train on this route? Second train. There you go. There you go. Maybe. We'll see if that helps. These are also getting sparse, so we could do that rebuild at some point here in the near future. But yeah, the concrete supply is fine. It's just the steel supply that's a little achy. But we have a capacity of 137, and we do need 120 here. So that's actually, I wasn't providing enough. That's on me. That's on me. And we're not making enough high-tech parts now, because we're not getting enough aluminum. We just need more trucks here, I guess. All the trucks. Mark II depots, we have 219 of them. But we're going to need a lot, especially as New Baghdad grows. because it's going to need, as it gets to 200, or now that it's at 100 population, now it needs O2. O2 we can still truck in, I think. I don't see why not. And we can actually make more polymer with the carbon from that, which is why the train line coming this way would be super useful, because we can ship the the carbon, because we need it, over here to make more polymer if we needed to, which we don't yet, but that's why I'll want to extend the train line through here so that we can do that in the future. So let's set up oxygen here, and I think I'm just going to do like it across the railing here, or the railing here, yeah, the rail here. Let's do a atmosphere extractor, a couple of those, and then we need a depot for carbon. And we really only need the one carbon depot because we're not producing carbon here for production. This will produce 12 oxygen times 2. We're going to need 10 already, so let's just go ahead and do some more. So we have a nice heavy supply of it. Is this town still using oxygen? It is. Okay, good. Decreasing because of our insufficient supply of. Now we need, well, see, it keeps going back and forth as whether we need high-tech parts or not. And in order to make the high-tech parts, we're going to need a bit more production over here, which means we're going to need a bit more production of aluminum over here. So I think what we should do is we should leave this here for today. This was a, I don't know, restructuring, whatevering, and in the next episode, we should do a rebuild here of aluminum. We should do a rebuild of steel over here too, to try and get this to be a little bit more efficient. Especially because a lot of these miners have quit now. We can definitely lay this out better, and be in a much better place with the mining and the production here. Especially if we organize this a little bit better too, and then we'll also work on upgrading our other city, specifically here at New Baghdad, but whatever else later too, with New Hong Kong, and I don't know, maybe there's a way to establish new cities. I don't know how, but maybe there's a way. We haven't gotten to the recycling yet, or the waste disposal of things yet. We've made plenty of those factories though. We might be okay with some of that. Maybe just the waste disposal factory building. That's this one. Yeah, let's delete that, because I don't think we need a crap ton of those. The recycling we might need, but those I don't think we need a crap ton of. So I think what we'll do is we will come back in the next episode. We'll beef up our aluminum and iron here, and then we'll probably end up having to do some of that over here too for New Baghdad, for the supplies they need, reinforced concrete, things like that. And then that'll get us to a much more stable point, I think, with this, and allow us to keep growing our cities into better looking cities with full supplies that they actually need. We might actually need to produce more oxygen here too. We might. We'll see. So thank you all for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.